today we've had the opportunity to sit down and talk to aged care residents about their concerns, about how they're going, about their experiences. Now, many aged care facilities, including the one that has brought these residents here, function well. They have good food, they have good experience, including making sure they get appropriate leisure activities. But the truth is the Royal Commission outlined a period in which they called themselves, in the interim report, neglect was the title. The fact that up to half of aged care residents suffer from nutrition issues, that is literally they're starving. The fact that up to 20% of aged care residents can point towards either physical or sexual abuse as being part of their experience should be a cause of national shame. And yet, as Claire said, what we had was a Royal Commission report that was handed down without any scrutiny by the media or the opportunity for people to go through it and to then examine what the government's response was. And up to this point, the government's response has been clearly inadequate. We need to look at a comprehensive plan that values and respects older Australians, one that keeps older Australians in their home for as long as possible. And to do that, we need to address the fact that just last year, 11,000 Australians who had had home care packages approved died waiting to actually get those home care packages delivered to them. And secondly, if people are enter into aged care residences, they need to be properly looked after. We know there's great examples around the country, so we know that it's possible to look after and respect our older Australians. What we want is the experiences of the home that we've been with here today to be replicated across the country. When you have examples of best practice, you should multiply it across the board. And we need to identify the structural problems which are there. Scott Morrison cut $1.7 billion from the aged care budget. What that has done is have a devastating impact, and then they've been playing catch-up ever since. Aged care is a critical portfolio. When I appointed Claire to the job, I did so because I wanted someone who was an articulate, committed person with genuine empathy, being able to go out there and engage and to develop our response to the Royal Commission. Because this is one of the priorities that I have identified that we will take to the next election for reform. I've been meeting with people for a long period of time now about the problems that are there in the system, and we need a systematic response and a generous response from the federal government to this report.